Hi, Christopher Pogue here once again with Anarchy movie reviews. Today I'm going to review two movies. Came out on DVD last week, I believe. There's Front Runner and Bohemian Rhapsody. First up, Front Runner. This is the story about the front-running Democratic candidate in 1988, Gary Hart, whose campaign was derailed by an affair he had. This movie, it makes a lot of good points about the so-called legit press becoming like tabloids and being invasive and smutty. There's mentions of JFK and LBJ having affairs that the press knew about but didn't really cover. Because you can make the argument that it was a more respectable time in journalism, or you could make the argument it was just a more sexist time because men having affairs was more acceptable back then. So this movie brilliantly examines both sides of the issues of politicians, personal integrity in relation to the job that they're doing. It's relevant to today because Hart paved the way for kind of our liberal attitude towards sexual scandals that we seem to have today. Because Trump, he's accused of lying about an affair and covering it up, but that doesn't seem to be pursued by the Democrats very, very harshly. I mean, they seem to be focusing on the politics, his political faults. It seems like that's a precedent they don't really want set. There was Bill Clinton, obviously. He was impeached. Yes, he was impeached for lying about an affair, but he wasn't removed from office, right? So, that actually reminds me of a story I heard about Clinton. Apparently, when he was having an affair with Lewinsky, she told him that she loved him, right? And when that happened, he was put in a tight spot, because he didn't want to, he doesn't want to lie to her, he doesn't want to lead her on and say he loves her back, but he doesn't want to piss her off and have her blow the whistle on the affair, right? He just wanted her blowing his whistle. So he came up with the perfect response. He said, that means a lot to me. That's fucking smooth, right? I mean, that guy was president for a reason. My point being, I think Hart could have learned something from Clinton, and yeah, because he seemed to handle it okay. Anyway, so next movie is Bohemian Rhapsody. This is the story of the rock band Queen, but mainly its frontman, its lead singer, Freddie Mercury, played by Rami Malek. Maybe it's Rami. Anyway, Rami Malek, he's really good in this movie. He brings a lot of humanity to the role. And he just won an Oscar for playing this part, and as far as I could tell, he deserved it. And there's some excellent storytelling in this movie here. It's very engaging and poignant story of a different kind of person who's very gifted but alone because of his gifts and obviously unique nature. The music, it takes on a different meaning in this film, in that they're not just songs that we've heard our whole lives, we've heard for several years, for decades, but devices for Mercury, a very lost soul, to connect with others, to connect with other people, because he seemed to have trouble doing that in his personal life. So, the use of music, it really works beautifully in that way here. There's a sequence where they're recording the Bohemian Rhapsody song. That's very cool because That was a different kind of song, even by today's standards, where that song is established as a classic. See, it's very long, 6 minutes, and it's like operatic, had you know, different kind of lyrics, and even with that established as a classic, there don't seem to be a lot of musicians today going for that kind of thing. So yeah, obviously it was a tough sell to their producer. So I mean that was definitely an interesting part of the movie. So this movie had kind of an Oscar controversy. A lot of critics didn't like this movie, and but it still won the Best Picture Golden Globe, and it was nominated. It was an Oscar nominee for Best Picture, and yeah, some critics didn't like it because they said it didn't really explore Freddie Mercury's sexuality enough. And the thing is, I don't really have a problem with that. I mean, sexuality is a complicated thing. It's a little hard to capture in a movie, so I could understand them not focusing on that. And plus, I mean, saying Freddie Mercury isn't gay enough, it's kind of like saying Malcolm X wasn't black enough. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to criticize this movie, I mean, you should criticize it for the right reasons. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not very original. I mean, it's a general biopic. I mean, they gloss over a lot of stuff. They don't. It's no Walk the Line, and it didn't get into a lot of detail. It wasn't very intimate. It didn't get too detailed, like I said, and yeah, it's just very it's a very generic biography picture. I'll just say that. So I would agree it's not a Best Picture winner, absolutely not, but still worth watching. Decent flick. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. I thank you for watching. I would like to have more viewers, so please tell your friends. If you have any, if you subscribe to my channel, maybe you don't, but I hope that you do, and get the word spread around. I'm poor. Help me. I need some hits. I need some ad revenue. Please spread the word. Help me. I'm poor. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. Bye.